So, in spirit of doing this album review, I'm going to light an incense and then we're going to talk about this. So, this is Hopsin, Pound Syndrome. So, really, what I've thought about this project is it has traces. It kind of feels like a miniature Tech N9ne album, but at the same regard, he cannot fill Tech N9ne shoes. And in a lot of ways, seeing that, putting that into perspective also makes me wonder, where does he stand for the rest of horrorcore? And that's kind of the thing, is I like the fact that he is apt enough to continue to make these projects. But the thing is that I really find myself only liking like 3 songs or 5 songs out of 12, and I don't like that sort of stuff. It just is not something I enjoy. And really, Tech N9ne didn't have this problem. Eminem didn't have this problem. I feel like so many other cats who've done it. I'm not saying that he's not on par with these people, but I question a lot of the decisions he makes on this album, and it's the same thing with this 2013 one. That one grew on me, but I think it was maybe 17 some odd songs on there, and I still only wound up liking 6 out of 17. That's not good. And so with this, you get, I know that folks like these projects, but really the amount of songs that you just kind of like just because it's brand new, I think there's quite a few of those songs. You may have liked it in July of 2015, but March of 2016, now it's kind of like, well, this was all hype. So that, can you smoke to this? I think the answer is yes, you can. Songs like Forever Ill, No Hope, Crown Me, these are great ones. There's 12 songs on this project, minus the intro and the skit. And that leads me to the production. There were some good beats on here, but mainly I feel like the picture he was trying to paint was not as really replete with, it was just not as vivid as it probably should have been. Thinking, okay, if this song would have been just different, it probably would have worked. And I felt like, Ramona, Mr. Jones, some of these songs, obviously it's hard to listen to when it doesn't capture attention. And it's the same thing, Fly, No Fucks Given. These were just songs that they lost a lot of energy. Yeah, there just were too many songs that were kind of not explosive. The best songs are going to capture the attention, but it just doesn't fill out. You're going to notice the difference. So we'll talk about the unheard songs as I get into the weaknesses more. Out of 12 songs, I liked at least 4 of them, and then there was one almost song, which was a song I'm on the fence for. So the 4 songs I liked were Forever Ill, Fort Collins, Crown Me, and I Just Can't. Now all of these, like I was saying, they sound like something Tech N9ne would have done, and in a lot of ways it's pretty much a cousin to it. You're going to notice quickly that over half the album doesn't hold up. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really kind of sum it up correctly. I mean, this was the problem last time, and somehow these ideas just do not match the girth of the project. So even if it was a grade A idea for a song, the execution of it just was kind of poor, and so it just makes it not fun to listen to. Really, in a lot of ways, I don't encounter this problem a lot. This is something, usually when I listen to an artist and they want to make a song about, someone that they don't trust anymore, or the fact that they're having to count their blessings, or they're just sick of life in general, usually the song is not bad. And that is something that I felt like with this project is, when it switches, when the tables are turned and we're talking about something that is not a horrorcore suggestive type title, it really falls flat and it just loses a lot of steam. And so I can't figure out the reason why. This is something that I think Hopsin needs to work on to make interesting, because when you listen to songs by people and they manage to nail it, usually that's what makes musicians that much better, is when they have no intentions of charting and it's one of the best songs on their albums. That's what I felt like. It's hard to explain, but the more you listen to music, the more it's easier to see. But if that's not a good enough answer for you, I simply did not like the beats on that project. So, minus the 4 songs, the almost song was No Hope, by the way. And so the score, I'm going to give this album a 3.5. I would give it a 4, but it still is a little bit too short. 7 songs out of 12 that I didn't like, I'm not enjoying. So I didn't enjoy that concept. The social score, which is how well it plays around others, I'll give it a 5 social, because I know that he's budding as far as, new music and things on the up and rise. But alright, I give this album a 3.5 out of 10 and a 5 social. Social score is how well it plays around a group. So subscribe for more fun. That's it.